This video is supposed to be out at around around Valentine's, which is obviously not Valentine's anymore. That was a little while ago. So when you guys are seeing this, it is because YouTube was not working and I had to mess with it for forever. So, yep, enjoy the video.
Hey, welcome to the 10th episode of the podcast. How do you feel, guys?
Big double digits.
Whoop, whoop. Does the sound of the police? Whoop, whoop. Does the sound of the police?
That was random, Lincoln, I
It
must
was.
say.
It was.
Okay, sorry, it's been like 3 weeks because
Has it?
like
Or has
yeah,
it been
it's
2
23 days.
months? Has it been 3 weeks? I was
Yeah.
thinking it was like a month.
But I need a month.
You're just
but,
giving me an evil look.
But yeah, sorry, it's been a long time since we had one. It's hard to get these because I got a job, Logan's got a job, and sometimes Lincoln's hard to play
And
with.
I'm just a slacker.
Well, no, he just ghosts everybody on text messages.
It's hard to
Listen, I have a pit bull, guys. I'm a father.
How sure you are.
You have a
Hey,
family to feed.
hey, I did pick him out, so
That's
get
true.
ready.
Okay.
Alright,
Well, yeah.
Logan, scoot your legs in.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank
that
you.
was random and it sounded way out of context, but he always has his knees out so far.
Alright, Lincoln.
Thank you.
Alright, start us off.
Yeah.
So, since it's getting real close to Valentine's Day, we're going to talk about like biblical, or well, not biblical, but like godly love, how we reflect that love, and just all around that area. So, what is the biblical definition of love? Let me look this up because I completely forgot.
Wow.
That's the nature of these podcasts.
I asked this man to get the notes today, or work on them today, and send them to me so we can have them ready.
Listen, I'm not a notes guy. I thought of the idea. I typed out as many notes as I thought we would need. Bada bing.
We have them, but you should have like known them.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't done this for 3 weeks. So
I'm going to say
Yeah.
that the definition of love, of biblical love, ain't gonna be a whole lot different from just love.
You'd be actually kind of right about that because this says that the biblical definition of love, I just butchered that word, biblical, is selfless, sacrificial, and unconditional commitment to others, to your loved ones.
But yeah.
So it's not much different.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I didn't think it would be much different.
No, it's. I mean, like, what are we supposed to come up with our own definition of love? Whatever it's laid out for us in the big book that tells us about the history of the world.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, love does have so many meanings now in today's society. So
Half of them are wrong.
most of them are wrong. It's not just half.
So, and we don't have this in the notes, but we're reading, or at least, like freshmen are, I don't know about you guys, are reading a book by the man named Bob Goff.
Bro, we're in the same class.
Yeah, we're in the same
Oh, right.
class.
I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. And he just tells a bunch of wacky stories about his life, and then like ties them all together with different things about the Bible. Like in one, there's a wedding cake. There's some funny stories in it.
It just so happens to fall over right before guests arrive.
All right, so yes, here's how it lays out basically. They were poor, him and his wife. Drew quit.
I really hope
mouthing
they
the
can hear
words.
that music.
And so one of their friends, his dad owned a bakery, I think it was, or like his brother or something. And so Bob goes, "Hey, how much cake can I get for $150?" And the dude's like, "I can get you a 4-tier cake." And he brings him a 4-tier cake, but he has it on the little pedestal things, and he has it on a cart, and he hits a rock, and the whole thing just like wham to the ground, and it's covered with gravel and dirt, and they got frosting and they pieced it back together and they served it.
And that's the thing I kind of like about this book is that all the stories are hilarious first and foremost.
Yes.
But at the same time, they're all unique in that they tell a distinctly different story with a distinctly different message, but they all tie themselves together neatly.
About either love or God.
Yes.
That's the one thing I like is because you can enjoy all these lessons, but they don't like go everywhere. They all tie themselves up together nicely.
Because I can't remember if it was the first, second one. Talks about can't remember his name. Randy, I think.
Is the first one.
Yeah, Randy, because Bob wanted to go climb mountains, right?
You want to
In
go out to,
Montana.
Yep, in
no,
Montana.
it was out to Yosemite.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
Randy, which is a guy he knew for a little while now, but Bob at the time didn't really believe in God. But he noticed how Randy would help him and like put everything aside to help Bob achieve it. And it was like it showed love as a friend rather as another human being, not in like literal love,
Yeah.
but as in like you
As like a
appreciate
brother
it.
figure.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just he put some random Saturday off. He literally put his whole honeymoon aside to do
Yeah,
this.
him and his wife had just got married. Randy and his wife. And
They completely
'Cause
put
then
their honeymoon
At the
aside.
end of it, it showed like it was telling how people who believe in God can, when try to live like that, can love like God, where they'll be with Him in any situation.
Yeah.
yeah. Randy was like part of this group who
Wasn't he a youth pastor?
I think he dealt with youth pastoring, but I don't know if he was.
I
a
can't
youth
remember. It was
pastor.
like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
man, I can't even remember what
He-
I had
he-
for breakfast this morning.
He did have
I
a
didn't have breakfast.
he did have a part in youth ministry, but I don't think he was a youth minister.
I'm not for certain either. But love like that should be something that Christians spread.
Yeah.
Nowadays in the world, I just see like so much hate. And what's ironic about this is I hate to think like that. But it's just the truth. You look around and you see so much like arguments and just pain, right?
Yeah.
And it just makes you feel like, man,
It's just everyone is so hypocritical, and we all we all try to find each other's weaknesses and exploit them.
yes.
And all we do is like back when 9/11 happened, everyone banded together. But as soon as after that, we all started tearing each other down again. And the ironic thing is that whenever we face crisis, we all band together and things are good. But then we all stray apart from that. We wonder how things got so bad.
As soon as that fades, we all just turn on each other. It's like the infinite danger loop, basically, is something bad happens. We get together and we fight and we're all happy. And then something bad, and then once that like danger fades, we go back to hating each other.
It's not even the danger. It's just we all hate on each other for stupid reasons. I mean, racism's horrible. We got people attacking others simply because they're black. They can't help that.
It's not.
Not even just them being dark.
It's not even that. It's
anything.
targeting real. It's anything, and it's just like
Any minority.
it's like it's hard for me to even watch the news because it's like why do I have to surround myself in this?
Yeah.
Because it's just horrible. Not even horrible the events are going on, it's the way people are reacting. Like,
Yes.
there's a better way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the wake of all the George Floyd protests. You could have all come together, but you decide to loot, riot, and destroy cities, and you're causing more of a problem.
Now, rioting isn't bad. It's the way they go about rioting.
Well, no, rioting's not good. Peacefully protesting is good.
That's rioting, same thing. There's difference between rioting and there's no difference between rioting and protesting.
True.
Protesting
Fighting's just a more aggressive form.
pretty well because there's a
protesting is essentially rioting, but like it's just walking in the streets with sign. Full on rioting is like breaking glass, breaking
Throwing
into
Molotov
buildings,
cocktails in the cars.
hurting people.
And the thing I see, it's like they think it brings them together, but it just tears them apart.
Yep.
even more.
I mean, it
They're
brings
so
that small
blinded.
group together. But the thing is we need everybody to be together.
Yeah.
People are so blinded by one thing that they don't see the big picture.
Because we all just need to get together, love each other, and the people that aren't together, we need to reflect the love that God gives unto us to others.
Yep.
Yeah. We're all blinded by the notion that, I mean, I know we're not like this, but others are like, I don't like this person for whatever reason. I'm gonna go make their lives miserable. And it's just like,
Say, like, personally, somebody I work with at my job they are bisexual. So, like, it's like, personally, I don't hate them for that. Like, I still love them as a human being.
Yeah, that's what we're
But, like,
called to do.
I don't have any reason to hate them.
Exactly.
Like we may disagree on that thing, but we shouldn't hate each other because of it.
yeah.
It's,
Like, I don't know. It's just
It's like the people that kill people who are gay, and it's like, this, like, it's not what God wants, but it's no reason for you to go on a rampage and try to execute them out of existence. It's like personally, I met gay people, they're nice. Like,
yeah, I remember. Can I butt in really quick?
yeah.
I remember we were down in Henderson looking for a Jeep. And we went to the Mellow Mushroom down there. And there was this guy who you could obviously tell he was a homosexual, he was gay. But he was just hilarious. He was like super nice. He'd bring us like 4 refills and they didn't cost nothing, and I was like, rock on, dude. He was like, can I get you guys anything else? He was just super polite. You can tell
See,
that
I
things
think-
like that didn't matter.
I think there is I don't even think it's like a stereotype for gay people. I just think it's he's living the way he wants to, and it's just happy.
Yeah.
Which is great for him. Like, that's great, man. Like, I
Don't
love,
you mean
I
that's
literally-
gay for him? Because gay actually means happy.
like
Yeah.
So
I love that you're living life the way you want to. Personally, I don't agree,
Yeah.
but I still love you as a human being. I'm not just gonna absolutely like hate you for it.
Like, that's awesome. Like, that's awesome that we can have those people, but that's the thing that people need to see is that, sure, there are some that don't do a good representation of that behavior that you were talking about, but that don't mean we need to look at them as if they're spawns of Satan and that we need to
Exactly.
kill them all. Like, most of them, while I may not agree with their choices, they don't deserve
Some
the
of them are
hate.
just chill.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's like I said, people are so blinded by one small piece that they don't see the big picture. We're all human.
Yeah.
We all do terrible things.
yeah,
We're sinners.
that's our human nature.
Yes. And it doesn't matter. I mean, like, personally, it does matter, because if they don't know God, then it's kind of like a, hey.
what's interesting to me is that I know gay people who know God. Which is a really weird situation.
I know someone who, in my old school, she was my teacher, but she was a really good friend. She was asked to be the bridesmaid at a friend's wedding, and that thing was marrying another woman.
What she did.
She said, I respectfully decline, but I do hope that you are happy. And she knew God. That's why she was like, really? Like you could tell she was obviously like really dude, or really not dude, but you get what I mean.
And the sort of behavior that we see in our world, it's just creating a bigger problem. Now, I know we all sin, we all make stupid decisions. I mean, we all do. But if you're going to attack someone else, you're adding yourself to that problem. You're just creating a wider issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I think there's one really good example in the Bible that shows God's love, and it's literally Jesus.
Whoa, bingo! He nailed that one. Literally Jesus.
Center of the dartboard.
How
It
did
was like aligned perfect.
The dartboard's this big. I wish you guys could see it. The dartboard bullseye is this big.
So,
I just do that.
it was bigger than the dartboard itself.
I like how Lincoln tried to use hand gestures, but we're on
We're
video.
on-
But we're not
Listen,
using
I
video.
talk with my hands.
I
my
want-
dad talks with his
I want to
hands.
do an actual video, guys. It's just hard.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to get that camera set up. I'm not techie enough.
I am
These two don't
techie
have
enough.
time.
I need an
I'm
actual
just
computer.
I'm just gonna steal your dad's number from your phone and be like, "Hey, Chris, I need your help with something."
That's a good way to go about it.
All right, moving on. So, what love means to me is, sorry guys if I sound a little weird. I'm congested right now. What love means to me is that, man, I just went over this, so I'm not doing it again. Hey, rewind the video, like, yeah. All right, moving on to our next point. How God's love is so great. Like, we know how vast it is, but like by reading the Bible you see it. But if you don't truly feel it, then are you really like a Christian? Because God's love is something special. It's something that He would sacrifice His Son for us, even though He could have just been like, poof, all the humans are gone. Hey, look, let's make a new race. But He didn't. He said, no, you are here. You are loved. So this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Good way to put it.
Yeah, I think so.
Now, how should we reflect that love towards others now? Should we, it was like we said, should we just hate on them and like crap on them? Just say, we don't love you, get out, you're not one of us? Or should we like say, hey, I know that you don't follow what I follow, but you're a human. And dude, let me tell you about something greater than whatever you're going through. Something that has more power to tackle any problem, I can't even put it in words.
Situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to just like obliterate it. It's just amazing, guys. It's wild.
I feel like we all need that. Like, it doesn't matter where you come from, race, location, manner of wealth. Like, we should embrace everybody who doesn't follow Jesus, and we should try to help them. It may not be easy, and it may be really difficult, but it's what the world needs.
And some of the thing the world needs is really already in the world because God has given us everything.
Exactly.
And I mean, He's given us trees, He's given us food, He's given us other animals so we can eat and water. And
For you vegetarians out there, it says in Genesis, I have given you these animals so that you may prosper off of their meat.
not that deep.
Okay.
Not that deep.
Shut up, Drew.
What about the vegans who are they're not by choice? What about the ones who actually can't eat meat? That's good.
Well, then. Sucks to be you.
Here's the thing. I don't get like triggered by the vegans, like because there are some that legitimately.
No, I don't either. It's just like.
It's the people that like to dump milk and literally halt standstill traffic because they're not happy with the way things are. Like,
Yeah, peaceful protesters are okay, but people like that are just like, really? Wrap it up? Alright.
no, he's chewing.
Oh, he's chewing, guys. He's chewing. Gum.
He's eating.
He's nom nom nom. Or not gum.
He's eating donuts.
Wow, I'm a mess today. I'm sorry. We got back from a St. Louis trip. Just
Well, you
What?
did.
yeah,
you did.
I did. These two bozos had to work.
It's not my fault.
It's fine. I love you guys.
I need
anyway.
to support myself for my future. You know, the Bible says a man that does not prepare for the future, prepare for his family, is not being a man of God. Because
Oh man.
the Bible says that you
Well,
need to be in a situation
all
that
right.
you and your family could prosper, that will allow yourself to spread the word of God.
I can get my work permit. I just don't know who will hire me. 'Cause
No,
no one in Mount Carmel will.
Yeah, they will. They just
Will they?
need to find a place that needs people.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's, but I wouldn't work at
I'm
McDonald's.
not working at McDonald's. Anyway, so I got back from a St. Louis trip, and we left Sunday and got back Sunday night, like around 4-ish.
Wait, you left Sunday and came back Sunday.
I'm sorry.
I knew-
I'm wild.
I knew
I
what
thought
you meant.
we left the hotel Sunday is what I meant to say.
I knew what you meant.
But on Sunday, our youth pastor, Brian, we went to his old church, and it's like
he used to live in St. Louis.
it's like a mega church with quotes around it, quote unquote. But it's not. It's like I felt super underdressed whenever I was first walking in, because I was like, oh great, here we go, a mega church. And then I walk in and I see some dude in like sweats, and I'm like, oh, never mind. Oh, rock on.
We'll be judging them.
They had a cafe there. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, do you remember that mega church in Louisville?
Yeah, we went to that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the sermon really got to me, and he was talking about. Sorry, if you guys can.
I wonder
hear
if
that.
they can hear that.
If you guys can hear that, our drummer Zane, he's
He's cooking right now.
he's laying it down.
Let him cook.
But the sermon really got to me, because after the sermon, do we need to turn that fan off? Yeah, that's what I figured. I was waiting for it. Because after the sermon, they played a song, and the worship leader there, he got up on stage and he said a prayer, and he had to pause because he started crying. And I know it seems silly, but he was like, he got up there, and it wasn't like full on just like, wah-ha-ha. It was like, he only shed 2 tears, but it made an impact, and you could tell.
I've seen you get to those prayers too.
I definitely have. There's been times where I've heard a song and there's been like just 2 random tears that roll out of my eyes. Dang it. It's hot in here now.
Poster.
Shut up.
Okay, so some examples in the Bible that like verses that tell us is John 3:16, obviously.
Well, yeah. For God so loved the world.
Yeah, and then another one is 1 John 4:19. God loved us before we were even capable of loving Him, and we can only love others because of what He has done in our lives. I thought that was a really good one.
Yeah.
Another one is don't say that. Oh, sorry guys, my brain just stopped. I don't know what I was.
You what?
My brain just stopped working.
Sorry, I was looking at a verse and then I messed with his brain.
I think you're on 1 John 4:19.
Yeah, sorry, my brain. Yeah, and like we said earlier, what the things He done in our lives, was like He put us on earth. He gave us the ability to prosper if we play our cards right. And I mean, yeah.
And we get what you mean.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do, but yes. He's
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
God has given us opportunities. Alright, I have a verse that we're gonna end with, but we're not done yet, so.
Okay. I think we're on to the news now.
Are we on to the
I
news?
figured we were gonna do the verse in the news.
Well, no.
Do we want to? I was gonna,
I mean, I'm cool with that.
yeah, I will. Alright. So 1 John 4:12 says, no one has ever seen God, But if we love each other, God lives in us, and His love is brought to full expression in us. So it makes me think, no one has ever seen God. It's true.
Yeah.
We see His creation, we see Him through stuff, but we don't see Him,
Yeah.
right? We don't.
Yeah, we talked about that in like our Angels episode. I think it was our second or episode.
We just, and I don't understand atheists who say, well, they don't say that, but they do say, redacted is what it sounds like it would be. Who say things like, well, science disproves this. Well, read the Bible. God made science, guys. It's right there. He made the trees, and He made everything. But, like, you ever have doubts? And this is what we talked about in discussion just like, what, 26 minutes ago? Or that me and a few of my classmates, not these two, because Logan showed up like, oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm a mess today. Logan was off. Wow, give me a minute, hang on.
Did you say I was off?
Yeah, you were for
Oh yeah.
Oh
my.
Rewind time.
No, I didn't. Even
All right. Logan was off today. Drew was not. So Logan and I went in high school discussion and we talked about like doubts.
Yeah.
And it was a really good thing because we were all like, we all have doubts. We all sometimes don't know how to deal with them, but
Yeah.
there is good ways to deal with them.
Yeah.
So if you're doubtful about there being a God, ask yourself, just step outside even. Look up to the sky. Look at
That is my favorite thing to do when I have closing at night after work when I get home.
is look up
I
to
look up. That's pretty
Yep.
cool.
he just lays on the hood of his car and just stares up.
No, I
right?
step on the door and just like,
Yeah. It's
so
amazing.
we're small.
I also did figure something out. My house is like in the direct path of the solar eclipse. And my parents are like, hey, or well, my dad is.
You know like Mount Carmel is.
Is it? Well,
Like, we're like one of the like only towns that it goes
Really?
through perfectly. Yeah, we're projected
Wow.
to have like 8,000 more people here than usual.
Yeah. Super,
rock on.
Or Super 8 here is charging like
$900.
Yeah, $900 a night.
Is wild.
Most Las Vegas hotels don't even
I'm hoping
charge
I-
that during the off
I'm
season.
hoping I because that'd be terrible to go.
I'm just probably gonna sit outside and look and be like, hey, look.
No, because bear with glasses, you'll be blinded.
Shut
Yeah.
up, Drew.
No.
Or
I'm already half blind.
Do you
I
remember?
can't see much.
Then you'll be pitch black blind.
Drew, do you remember when we had a solar eclipse in grade school?
Yeah, I wasn't
Yes,
able. I wasn't
I
able to watch
remember
it. I had
that.
to watch it from the hood of a car.
No, I had to watch it from in the gym, from in the cafeteria.
Yeah, I did it. Just me and you did it. I watched it from the hood of a car. It was reflecting off the hood of a car. I watched.
No, I remember being the only one in there.
No, because it was on the TV. There's a bunch of kids in there.
Oh.
Back in St. Mary's, we stepped outside and we had the glasses. And like right when it got to its peak, our science teacher, and she's still one of my favorite teachers, she was like, hey, you guys can take off your glasses for like 10 minutes. It won't hurt you. And everyone just like, I don't know if she was right. I don't know if me having glasses is a cause of that, or if it's just my family's bad eyesight, because there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 people on my dad's side that have glasses,
Well, on
and
my
everyone
side,
on my
literally
mom's
everybody in my family for the past like 3 generations
has had
has
glasses.
had glasses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it was with my family. So at some point, I was doomed to have glasses. I just was hoping it wouldn't be until later in my life.
Let's just assume it's a mixture of both.
All right, guys, we're gonna move on
We
to
are.
the
To the
weekly news.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the King Charles, he has cancer.
He's dying.
I mean, we don't know if he'll die.
I don't know who's next.
They caught the cancer early on because he was already in the hospital for something else, and they caught it during the procedure for that.
I wouldn't even know who'd be up next though.
So, King, the bad news is you have cancer, but the good news is you've got a few months to live. You'll be all right.
What was the other thing I was gonna talk about? Besides that,
He knows exactly what I was gonna say.
what was it?
His next in line is Prince of Wales, William.
Okay.
Prince William.
Prince of William.
So then who will become the Prince of Wales?
Someone.
Or the Princess of Wales, I guess.
I don't know.
Hey,
Let's be honest. Trying to follow the royal lineage is confusing.
They don't really apply to me a whole lot
Because I'm not over there, but
yeah.
we don't. I don't remember what the other thing I was gonna say besides that thing.
He's saving it, guys. He's saving it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, so that thing, guys, is Neuralink. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Dun dun dun.
Speaks to me as a potential either
It's the mark of the beast.
leading up to that, the Mark of the Beast, or the predecessor of it, or I don't think it could be. I think it'd be a
It's-
predecessor.
It's
to
the
it.
mark of the beast.
Um,
I'm calling it, you guys.
it does say in the Bible that the Mark of the Beast will be intended for good and will then be used not for
Neuralink
good.
is intended for good,
It is intended for good.
but it's gonna be not used for
I mean,
good.
we're not sure. I think it might be, or the predecessor to it, or something similar to it, will be. I don't know what these guys think, but I mean,
Well, I just blatantly expressed my opinion on
yeah.
it. So.
I don't know what Logan thinks about it.
Honestly, I believe it because it's groundbreaking stuff. Don't get me wrong, but there is so much ground for it to be misused, and especially
It's also very interesting that it's on your forehead.
Right?
yeah. It's just like the fears we've all been having about AI taking over.
I think what's weird about it being on your forehead is that it explains that the mark of the beast will be on, is it the palm or the backside of your hand?
Backside.
Is it the
I
backside
think
of your
so.
hand? And then it will be on your forehead
Yeah.
also. So it's kind of like, guys,
And it's also really
be
weird
watching.
that it's projected to be like open to the public in like the next 2 years, or not 2 years, like by next year, like halfway of next year. So like a year.
Yeah, and I honestly, because we've all been having the widespread panic over AI, but honestly, I feel like with the combination of that and Neuralink, there's just so many grounds for it to go so wrong and end up being.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we're gonna end it there. It's a bit of a longer one, not our longest, but a bit of a longer
Sorry,
one.
I was blowing my nose.
So,
Wait, nice of you to leave.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't want him to be like,
Cue the music.
ba-da-ba-da, da-da-da-da.
Not yours.
Aw.
Bye bye.
Later.